Oi, what's going on, people? We're in the building. Big up the new mods as well, blood. There's new mods in there. So you, man, there's man here coming for your jobs. I told you, I'm furloughing, man. I told you. I told you, it's furlough season, baby. You know, like that. Man just finished the interview with Gabby Ogbonlo, in it. I'm gonna upload that soon, in it. So, especially big up the guys on Patreon. You get the full interview, bruv. It's like 50 minutes. You get me? You lot are gonna enjoy that, bruv. Man, I got bare jokes in there, bro. Bare jokes, man, about my man getting like nabbed by the sun and that, like get partying with girls, everything, bro. From football to like personal life to everything, bro. Everything, bruv. Super funny, innit? So yeah, bruv. What you saying, Akeem? What you saying, fam?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Brother, listen. Bruv, I'm having too much joke, bruv. Too much joke, bruv. Gabby is an absolute legend, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that interview still.
He's so funny, blood.
Man.
So yeah, it's lit, bruv. It's lit, bruv. So yeah, it's proper candid. He speaks about everything, man.
Yeah, that sounds decent still. I always wanted to hear Gabby talk still, like,
bro.
I know.
He's seen some things, bro. He's seen some things, innit?
Yeah, you know a lot of man. You know, sometimes when they jump on some of these I'll say like pundit shows, innit? You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, you can't really speak your truth there, innit? You can't really say what you want to say there. Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. But with Gabby, like, bro, everything, bro. Everything. Like, man's he's an open book, innit? It's one of them ones where, and he's young as well, bro. Like, man's only 33. He could still be playing now, but he's doing his coaching badges, everything. And, bruv, like, some of the stories, bruv, you'll die, innit? Like, he's played with good players. He played in a good era of football, though. Like, even when I was chatting to him, like, we were always talking about now, for instance, England don't even have a centre-back partnership because we ain't even got two top centre-backs. You know them. This brother, like, played against Ledley King, Rio Ferdinand, all these things. Like, when he was talking about hardest games you played, he's like, blood, I played against Carvalho and Terry, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I'm saying? And Alex.
That Carvalho was a problem then, still. He is.
And Vincent Kompany, like, bruv, like, he played against real bad boys, innit? So now when he's looking at it, he's like, bruv, in this era, bruv, I'll be mashing bear work for England. Yeah. I mean, outside of Harry Kane, fam, like, bruv, come on now. Do you know what I mean? Gabby's nearly got 100 Premier League goals, bruv.
Trust me, that's what you don't realize, that England was so solid at the back then that man like Ledley King couldn't even get into the England squad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Gabby had 3 England caps. Imagine how many England caps he would have if he was playing in this era.
Yeah. Exactly.
Man went to England, and in the same squad as him, he had Emil Heskey, Peter Crouch, Michael Owen, Wayne Rooney, Darren Bent, Jermaine Defoe. Like, what the hell, bruv? Like, it's matic. Different, innit? Different things, bro. But yesterday, playoff thing. Big up my guy Heck as well, bruv. Fulham are back in the Premier League.
Yeah, Fulham are back in the big smoke, man. Like I said before, like I said yesterday, Fulham are like Arsenal in the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to playoffs, for some reason, they just know how to do it, innit? And to be honest with you, when I was thinking about the game, even aside from I got a couple of friends that support Fulham, in it. Like, to be honest, I'm surprised I even know 3 or 4 people that support Fulham. You know them ones there. You know when you then you think like, how do I even know so many people that support Fulham? But aside from that, I was thinking Fulham will probably win because they just have the bottle for a game like this, innit? Whereas Brentford, this is probably something that half of them players look like they weren't fit for the occasion. Do you know what I'm saying? They weren't about it for the game, but. What did you think about the actual game? Did you watch it or you still
horrible, brother? Horrible game. It was crap, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be polite and say that it looked like a game that of 2 teams that just didn't want to lose, innit?
For real. And you know
it was scrappy, bro. It was horrible. It was horrible.
It's a shame because Championship football is not that bad if you watch it on a random day, innit? But that was a bad, like, what's the word? A bad promotion to the Championship, innit? If someone watched that for the first time, and I know there'll be some Europeans that has probably watched that playoff final yesterday and probably just thought, "Raw, you lot have been cussing our Serie Bs and our secondary leagues, innit?" Do you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, I think no one wanted to lose, innit? Like I said, no one wanted to go a goal behind or even 2 behind because it's such a big game. And end of the day, Fulham, one of their man just popped out and just done a madness. That's it. And that's what it came down to.
Absolutely, bruv. He caught the goalkeeper lacking, bro. The keeper's in the mud, you know, bruv. Like honestly, what as a goalkeeper now, what do you do now, bro? What do you do now? Because, bruv,
but what was he actually, just to be clear, what was he actually doing? Why was he off his line? Because
I don't know why he left that much room, blood. Like it looked like he was sorting the wall out, but then at the same time, it's like. It did go, he bent it around the wall, but still, the goalkeeper, bro, what the hell?
That's what I think he was doing. It looked like he was trying to organize his wall because he didn't think he was going to shoot or even, you know, sometimes, a lot of times with free kicks, especially from 40 yards out or whatever it was, that you know it's going to be a cross and it looks more organized, like they're not going to shape up to shoot or they're not going to try and catch you off guard. And he was just caught off guard. He wasn't ready. But to be fair to Fulham, Fulham's guy, was his name? Brian, I think. I might have got that. To be fair to him, like that still took tech to even do that still. Do you know what I'm saying? Like to score from there, like flash in the pan when people aren't expecting it, respect to him as well. To do that in such a big game. So, and by the time that happened, the game was done really. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know Fulham scored again and then Brentford came back with a goal, but by then it was pretty much the last kick of the game, innit? And that was it. It was done.
That's a madness, bro. People keep saying the stream keeps cutting out, bro. It must be YouTube, bro, because on our side it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine still.
It's completely fine on our side, guys, bro. So it must be. You're saying the stream says error. Yeah, it must be YouTube. It can't be the stream. So people, you know what I mean? The guy said reload the page and it's fine. Yeah, it's a YouTube error. It's not our error because from our side it's completely fine.
Yeah, so reload the page. Yeah, because a lot of people are saying it still. Yeah,
it's a YouTube issue. So just restart it, man. But yeah, bruv, that game was so dead.
So dead. But what do you obviously like? There's a few ballers at Brentford in it, like Ollie Watkins. There's and obviously Ben Rama in it.
Bruv, Ben Rama looks rubbish yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it out there, innit? Because I've seen he's another one that. He could have been doing me like how Pepe done me on the YouTube thing, where you see bare YouTube videos and that, but I've never watched him play a full game. This is the first game I've watched him play, and he looked rubbish. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like a player that tries to overdo it all the time, bro. Like simple passes on, but he'll do the extra step over, and then the chance is gone. He just looks like, even if he does come to the Prem, he needs to go to a team that he's playing week in, week out, so he can develop. If he goes 100%. To Chelsea, he's not going to improve, and he'll end up getting sold.
100%, and that's it. That's exactly what I said yesterday. It's like people always talk about opportunities with players, or they talk about injuries that stifle players' careers. But another factor that people don't talk about enough is choosing the right club at the right time as well. Like if he goes to a big club now, he will sit on the bench for 85% of the season. Man will play in the League Cup and for eight minutes a game. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is not good enough for him. For right now, and this for all promoted footballers, to be honest. Same thing that happened with Ryan Sessegnon. Yeah, you leave, and then you go to a club where you're either not gonna, you can't settle straight away, or you can't play week in, week out. And if that happens, in 1 year you're forgotten because you're already not a big name already. Do you know what I'm saying? You're already an unproven talent at that level. So that's why people at best he should go to an Everton. Do you know what I'm saying? A club that's going to be stable in the Premier League next season, and he's got to be sure that he's playing first team. Do you know what I'm saying? If he's not, go to a lower club, innit? Go to a club like Newcastle where you're going to play every single game, innit? And they're going to love you. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to give you the ball where you want it, everything like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like we said, we spoke about it last week when we talk about top players. Sometimes it also comes down to you got to be in a team where the club plays around the way that you want to play, innit? Like if you go to a Chelsea or whatever, they're not going to play the way you want to play. Ben Rama will collect the ball in positions he doesn't want to. He's probably going to have to track back because Frank Lampard will want him to do that. He don't want to do that. You know that's still a player. So people are still saying it's cutting.
Yeah, guy said on the YouTube app it keeps cutting out, so it might be the app. But if you go to Chrome and you watch it on your thing, it works fine. So you look, try that.
Or something, and then
so the YouTube is bugging out, guys.
Let me see.
That's what it is. So don't use the YouTube app. Go on to Go onto your Internet Explorer or your Google Chrome or whatever, and go onto YouTube on there, and it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm checking it on my. I just checked on my phone. It's fine though. So I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you saying with obviously now you?
Let's talk about this before we go into this. Scott Parker. What man saying? Lampard's on the fraud watch. Yeah. Scott Parker, you know, is that his first season?
Yeah, that's his first full season. I think he joined.
Yeah, he did at the end of one of the other seasons. First full season, promotion, fam.
Promotion still done the job.
Come outside, Frank.
He lost his man, and he lost bare man.
Come outside, Frank. Come outside. Now I'm saying Scott wants to talk to you, rude boy.
Trust me. And you know what, Scott Parker, like, I like the way he talks. You know, like he talks like he's he talks like he understands the game. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about Scott Parker. I think he'll come into the league and he'll do a job similar to what Eddie Howe's done, innit? I feel like 3 or 4 years he'll be respected as a respected Premier League manager.
He's a good guy as well. Proper good guy. Like.
He's a good guy. It's funny, my brother used to actually kick ball with him still, play football with him. Yeah. And even knowing him when I was younger, him and Konchesky still, like, he's always been the same guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he just comes across the same, like, humble spirited, like, hard-working guy. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's worked his way to that position and he deserves it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy.
Yeah, I've met him a few times and he's always been like super cool, bruv. I met him a few times at physio, and then I bumped into him as well with his missus in Night Town and that. And he's just a proper cool guy, bruv. Proper cool guy. Paul Konchesky was. It's funny because Paul Konchesky was a baller. He was like coming up. Paul Konchesky was known as one of the guys that was gonna do bits, blood.
Yeah.
Ones, and then it didn't quite go that way. But Scott Parker still had a good career. Do you know what I mean? And it looks like, bruv, I tell you what, promotion in your first full season is not bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to see. Obviously, aside from the fact that there's still a lack of obviously black managers in it, it's nice to see younger managers now coming through in it, and we're not getting the same old. Well, I say we're not getting the same old. The same old managers are still circling about in it. Neil Warnock still got his 800th job in it. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's changed there, but it's good seeing some young managers now in the game.
It's the same with. I was having the conversation about pundits as well with Gabby in it. It's the same. We're getting younger pundits in now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of the old bitter ones. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's good to see younger managers are coming in, getting the opportunities.
Yeah, for real.
Everyone that's saying that the stream keeps cutting out for them, make sure you go and watch it on your Google thing, and don't use the app. Don't use the app because the stream's actually fine, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, it's working on here still.
Yeah, the app's, bro, the stream's fine. Like, I can see the stream. I can see all the technical things. If it's freezing, it's because you're using the app. So go to youtube.com on your desktop and watch it on there, bro.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, because it's working on here fine, isn't it? Like,
yeah, someone's saying it's working as well, so I don't know what it is.
So maybe people need to just close their app in it.
Close the app or something, or restart your app or whatever, but it's fine. And yeah, Michael Richards becoming a regular is great. Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need younger, fresher ideas, a different kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? We need all that. And it's the same with the managers. We need new ideas. It's a new era now. The 4-4-2, go out there and have fun, guys. Era is over. You know what I mean? Era's done now. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
We need proper managers now. You can't just flip in... You can't just be swearing and throwing stuff at players all the time. You can't do that now, with it. It's 2020, you know what I'm saying? That
era is done, isn't it? That era is done. I can even see Mourinho is going to start hugging players from next year. You can tell. In fact, so obviously now we know the 3 clubs has gone up in it. Like, so we know the 20 clubs for next season, which is obviously in a couple of months' time. What are you saying in terms of what? Like, because I was thinking about it yesterday, innit? And the mad thing is that we're now going to go into a league season where West Brom, Leeds, and Fulham can all easily spend more than almost all the other clubs in it. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
They got money. They got money.
They all got money in it. They all got money, they can all easily spend 50 to 70 M minimum. Do you know what I'm saying? Fulham spent 100 M last time they came up, 105 M. So,
100, yeah.
So it's like now it's a mad one where it's like to compete and to survive, you just need to constantly spend. And like the likes of Southampton and Newcastle now, if they don't spend, bro, as well as they done this season, they could get relegated next season. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. But this is what it is. So it'll be interesting because there's teams like Norwich that they can go and raid. There's teams like Watford that they can go and raid. Do you know what I mean? For players that have already played in the Prem are not going to cost an arm and a leg. So it'll be interesting to see where Cantwell ends up, where Lewis ends up. Do you know what I'm saying? Where Sarr ends up. And there's a few others. Maybe Decore as well.
Decore. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Is
Capoue still there?
Yeah.
So players like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't mention Timu Puki.
Brad. No, I mean, listen, man, I ain't got no time for this Pookie. You get me? You get me? Now, he started off well. Now, I thought he was going to be a Meet You 2.0, and then it wasn't. You know them ones? Dia as well. Exactly. There's man them out there that man can go and get. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it'll be very, very interesting to see, like, who gets snapped up and what teams do it, because there's definitely money to spend. Leeds have got bread from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they got money still. They just signed a new deal as well with Adidas, so they got money. Do you know what I mean?
So Leeds have got
money coming in. They've been waiting for this for 16 years. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, it's a big one still. It's gonna be a mad one, and it just goes to show if you don't spend in this window, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come down to, like I said, probably 3 of the established Premier League clubs could easily go down next season. You know what I mean?
It's true, bro. That's actually
yeah,
you're right, bro. You're right, because they could all end up coming up and staying up, even though Fulham are that yo-yo club, innit?
Yeah, yo-yo. I mean, that's it. Like Jack said, Jack don't even mind that, you know. They don't mind going up and down as long as they get some trophies. What's he saying?
What's that?
No, I'm just reading this about what he said.
Liverpool, Jamal Lewis. Hey, Jamal, that'd be a sick signing for Liverpool, bro. I like him, you know. I like him a lot.
I can't see him going for 10M. Listen, I can't see 10M. Like, it'll be a lot more expensive.
More than that, yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, the way these clubs think, like, they're gonna look at Ben Chilwell's price tag and they're gonna say, all right, give us 40 minimum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what the game does. Like, like Ben Chilwell's valuation, just like Harry Maguire's, is just gonna pump up the price of and inflate other players' prices, because other clubs look at the thing and be like, "What? You're trying to, bro? You ain't gonna get any decent ballers for 10M now. Like, if you do, it'll be a shock in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Maybe 10 million up front, you know what I mean? But then there'll be installments, bro.
The rest will be on Klarna. The rest are gonna be on Klarna or something, man.
That's what I mean. Ben Godfrey and Max Aarons as well. Like, there's bare players, you know, that are gonna be floating around and be making some moves, you know. This Premier League window is going to be a bit of a mazza.
For real. I'm trying to think of any players that you'll pluck out of Bournemouth, though. The thing is that, see, Solanke was solid, though. So I feel like he had a poor season, in it. But
I wouldn't say he's a Premier League striker, bro, when I look at him. I don't think he is. I think he'll be a good Championship striker.
I feel like, okay, I don't think he's a Premier League striker, but I do see him in the Championship next year being top goal scorer, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think he's a top Championship striker.
That's the problem, innit? You know, when you're like top goal scorer in the Championship, you're not good enough for the Premiership. Them ones there, innit?
Yeah, like David Nugent and them, man, innit?
Yeah, David Nugent. He lives there, bro. He lives in the Championship.
He lives in the Championship.
Yeah, there was a baller back in it. There was a baller who used to play for Scunthorpe called Freddie Eastwood, still, or something like that.
I remember, Freddie Eastwood. He came from the league, innit?
He came from the league, brother. Yeah. Man was scoring like pepper in the league every year, 30 to 40 goals, innit? Like, man was doing that every year. But you already know, and he knew it himself, that the Premier League was probably one step too far in it. Obviously, he didn't do it, but it would be one step too much to get to that point. But there's some players like that, innit?
100%. That's what I mean. Some people just find their level. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So, boy.
Yeah, Josh King's a good shout. Josh King's a good shout as well.
He's a Premier League player for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want him. You know what I mean?
I'm glad bought a Gala instead, though, still.
Yeah, so am I.
Because, yeah, I don't think Josh King would have been a good enough fit. A Gala for what Man United need him for? Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
I 100% agree. Someone said, Rants, your opinion on Eddie Howe. I think you'll get a Premier League job. I don't think you'll struggle to get a Premier League job. I think you'll probably get a mid-table Premier League job. I think he's better than that, but I just feel like, you see when people talk about unconscious bias and that, I don't know, but you know when people talk about unconscious bias in football, I think that it works against English managers in the sense that as good as Wilder's done, as good as all these men have done, they're never going to be in a conversation for a top Premier League job because their name's not sexy enough. You know that one? And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
With Howe. I think Eddie Howe could definitely do a good job. At like a mid-table team, bro. Because I think with better players, bro, you had Bournemouth playing some champagne football at some stages with some dead ballers.
Their man were hitting up teams 4-1, 4-2. You know what I'm saying? They were doing bits. And like I said, they had dead ballers then. There was times when even without Callum Wilson, who was injured, Josh King wasn't mad on form. They were still doing bits. You know what I'm saying? They're making
That's a good shout, you know, for Newcastle. Eddie Howe.
What? Eddie Howe next.
Eddie Howe. Newcastle's a good shout, you know.
Yeah, that's a good shout. But then, that's if Steve Bruce gets sacked, isn't it?
Yeah, he won't straight away.
But yeah, he deserves to be there. Like I said, same thing happened with Gary Monk. Why? Hopefully, the same thing that happened to Gary Monk, in it, who done a good job at Swansea, had one bad season, and now he's a Championship manager, in it. And that's what easily could happen to Eddie Howe, in it. The next job he's got to take is got to be a Premier League. He's got to hold out for a Premier League position. Don't go to a Championship club
and then be floating around in the Championship forever.
Yeah, that happens, in it. That's what you got to do. You got to hold out. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to hold out and sit there for a couple, even if it means sitting there for 6 months. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A man saying Eddie Howe to West Ham would be great. That wouldn't be a bad one either. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, David Moyes will probably stay there till he gets sacked. Do you know what I mean? He will get sacked, but I mean, David Moyes will ride that out. But I think a club of that ilk where he can play some football and also they'll have enough money. Like West Ham will have money. Do you know what I'm saying? West Ham will have money. You know what I mean? He just needs to wait it out and then he can do some stuff, bro, because I like his philosophy as a coach.
Yeah, like I said, and he's to be honest, he's given Bournemouth a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times he could have left and gone to a bigger club. I'm not saying that it would have been a mad top 4 club or anything like that, but he probably had an opportunity here and there where he was. I remember he was speculated to go to Everton when they had a job open, and probably a lot of the other Premier League clubs over the last couple of years. Remember, he was the longest. I think he was the longest serving manager left. He was there for 8 years. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
at the end of the day, he had a lot of. I know he probably had a lot of opportunities. A lot of the time, he probably said no. To be honest with you, so respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Respect with a loyalty. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's mad now. We live in a world where if a manager's been there for more than 5 years, you think, right, he's been there for a long time. Whereas we grew up around managers spending 10+ years at the club, sometimes 20. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it's not broke, you just don't fix it usually.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is.
Straight up. Straight up.
But yeah, we've got exactly. Hit the like, guys. Big up the new mods, bruv. Man have been coming in here working hard, bruv. There's a good few new mods in here today, bruv. Man's freshened it up. You know them, man. I've got a new starting lineup. Might have to do that. You know, like that.
Which is a good segue to what Man United have to do today with a new starting lineup, because there's going to be a lot of changes still.
Yeah, I want there to be a lot of changes, bro. I said yesterday on the show, I want to see 11 or 10 changes, brother. You know the ones. We can field a complete side, barring one centre-back of players that haven't played and rest a lot of players, bro. We could play Romero in goal. We could play Williams at left-back because he doesn't like Dallo. We can play Lindelof and Bailly centre-back. We can play at right-back. If he's not going to play Dallo, then you can play Ethan at right-back. You can play Freddie McTominay with Mata in there. You can play Lingard. you can play James and you can play Igalo.
Exactly.
We're 5-0 up, bruv.
Simple. And even that team, we should still win.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But especially Lingard, Mata, and Igalo, I want them to get a full 90 minutes in it because there's a high chance that 2 of them 3 are not going to be around for much longer at Man United for different reasons, in it. So, do you know what I'm saying? Just give them their opportunity to play because they've been sitting on the bench all season, in it. So this is a perfect time to show that form. And this is one of the opportunities now where if Solskjaer wants to try these different formations or whatever, just try it for this game. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want to try James in this full, I don't even know what he played in last time.
Bruv, James just needs to play 90 minutes to get it out of his system, innit, bro? He's terrible, bro. But you know what? Play him, bro. I want to see him play for 90 minutes today. Today's the day that Daniel James is allowed. It's not a swear word in my house today. He's allowed. He's allowed, bro.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see Daniel James.
As many people as he wants today, still.
Yeah, I want to see Daniel James. You know what I mean? I want to see him. You know what I mean? Ollie said, that the starting 11 won't be much different from the last starting 11 that played them, but he needs to change it up, bro. Ollie said yesterday, which I didn't like, was that, the players don't want to rest and that. I don't care what the players want. You're the gaffer. You know them ones there. Like, we literally dragged our arse over the line because these players were exhausted.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire's played 50-odd games. Bruno's played 60-odd games. Rest these guys. They shouldn't have a choice. They're not the manager. I don't care what the players want, bro.
Yeah, that's what is. Yeah, this is where Ollie's got to act like the manager, innit? He's got to realize that certain man need. Bro, none of that team should be playing in this game, innit? Like, let them have their rest because the quarterfinals, which obviously is going to be round the corner, Man United need to have everyone ready, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, play that second team and if at worst, let 1 or 2 man come on for 10 minutes towards the end of the game. That's it. But besides that, just let these players who are on their way out, because I can't see Mata playing for United next season. I can't see him playing for us next season. So so let him have his flowers in it. Let him play. Out of respect in it, only because we're 5-0 up in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even say that. Man will sit on the bench if he has to sit on the bench in it. But
100.
We're 5-0 up, give him his chance. I don't give him the captain's armband even. Do you know what I'm saying? Just as out of respect, that's it. Keep it moving. Done.
This is it. We spoke about it yesterday because Ollie done the presser. It very much looks like Jesse's staying, which I'm happy about. Let them know what your opinion is on that. I'm gonna go get my charger, bro. I need to charge this. I have to plug my laptop in because I just finished the interview.
All right,
I'll come straight on here.
Okay, so my opinion on the whole Lingard thing. Listen, this football team, what people need to understand, we're now going into a season which is unprecedented, isn't it? Like, we're now going to be starting the season, I think, 4 weeks later than expected, and it's still going to finish at the same time, innit? With the winter breaks. So because of that, you got to realize that we need a big squad in it. The whole squad needs to carve up in it. We need to carve up the squad. Yeah, like I said. So that means 18 man in that team needs to be able to rotate and play at a high level all season. Now, Lingard, obviously people have a lot of criticism about him, but the reality is he's a solid squad player that Man United need. Man United need to be able to have 7-8 man that can be replaced out of that starting 11 into his team. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So I'm happy Lingard's not only staying, but Man United need to keep holding more man that they let go this season. Yeah, it's not just all about the mass clear-out thing because the season starts on September 12th and the Euros is happening 1,000,000% next season, isn't it? So next year. So Man United is going to be playing a game every 3 or 4 days because of the League Cup. Yeah. So there needs to be rotation on a mad one this coming season. So Lingard, alongside maybe even players like Dallo, I would even keep on for another year. Rojo, maybe not. But I'd keep on certain man that you would have normally, in a normal season, you would have got rid of. But this coming season, because of how hectic it is, keep hold of them. Keep hold of them. What do you think?
Facts. I'm definitely keeping Jesse. You know them ones, like, I'm definitely keeping Jesse, bro. I've always said, like, throughout all the stick he's got, I've always said, I think that there's a role for him in the team, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's one like Statman said, he's one of our fittest players, bro. He's a player, he's a multifunctional, he's always fit and ready for selection, bro. Do you know what I mean? Always, like, he's never been out injured long term. I remember he got injured when his first season when he came through under LVG, bad challenge. Other than that, Jesse's always fit and ready to do a job, bro, which is more than can be said for a lot of players. Do you know what I mean? So why are you going to throw out of the door a player that's very well respected in the dressing room? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a senior player at the club, bro. Rashford looks up to him. Mason looks up to him. Sancho looks up to him. And Sancho's on the way in, bro. Like, bro, he's got clout in that changing room. So to get rid of someone like him when we've just lost Ashley Young as well, that's some, bro. Like, for the dressing room, it makes more sense to get rid of one matter, bro. You know what I mean?
Because one matter's not as much as a presence. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't talk. You can tell he don't talk as much as the likes of Lingard. And I said that about Ashley Young even a year ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was never obviously a top player in terms of ability for during the Man United time era. Yeah. But I swear, did Gabby even play with him? I can't remember if it was around them times. But anyway,
did Gabby play with who?
I can't remember. No, I'm talking about Ashley Young, but anyway, don't matter.
Gabby did play with Ashley Young. Young and John Carew, blood.
Yeah, John Carew.
Yeah, we spoke about that today as well. We spoke about that today.
But either way, Ashley Young was Man United's James Milner, innit? Like, Man United, you know what I'm saying? And we lost him. So when that happened, what I always say about these teams, United need balance, innit? Like every club does. And balance, it includes experience, innit? And one of the reasons why Liverpool's been so successful, they're balanced, innit? They got players who can do tech, they're players who can do special things, and there's players who have the experience or even just loud in the dressing room, innit? And Jesse Lingard represents one of them factors. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's got the experience, he's loud, he's probably loud, and he's seen, do you know what I'm saying? He's seen some success, some element of success at Man United, even though it's not that much.
It's true. Now, I mean, I'm saying that Jesse performed better under Jose, etc., etc. But bruv, like we've seen, yeah, that Jesse's already come out and said that he's been dealing with a lot of off the pitch things. That's just what it is, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? He even said that he was going through a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? The manager alluded to it as well in the press conference, saying that he's a good player to have around, even when he's dealing with stuff personally. He's always bubbly and good to have around. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't read too much into Jesse's form, bro. I think the way we play football now under Ollie, suits Jesse more because it's a bit more fluid, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's just that he just wasn't on form, bro. He's had a tough time. That's all it is. But I just think that he needs a system.
Absolutely, like, and obviously, like last year, I even went to his house. I spent the day with the guy, like when we were doing.
Oh yeah, I remember you done the little Cheekysport thing, innit?
Yeah, and it was like the guy, bro. Even before he even announced about the whole issues that he was dealing with, bro, you can just tell sometimes, like. And this is what people don't understand, like the toll that footballers even have when they're getting constant abuse, whether it's online, bro, or offline. Because a lot of the time, don't get twisted, thousands of people probably know where the guy lives. Like when he drove out, bro, people were standing there outside his yard. Do you know what I'm saying? And people were saying, do you know what I'm saying? People were saying kind of like, not that I'm mad rude, but cheeky. Do you know what I'm saying? And it all adds up. It all adds up in your brain. Do you know what I'm saying? You get frustrated and you start doubting yourself from it. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And this is what people don't understand from all of that trolling sometimes with no substance. What it leads to with some of these men. And that's why mental health is obviously a big thing now for a lot of footballers. A lot of them, not even just Jesse.
Exactly, bro. So as far as I'm concerned with him, I think you have to weigh up his worth as a complete player in it, in terms of what he's worth in the changing room, to his links with the club, coming through the youth team, his relationships with other players, and also what he can offer, bro. I think he offers way more than Pereira. He offers way more than Ashley Young. Do you know what I mean? Even Daniel James, bro. Like, he offers more than James. James only offers pace, bro. And James hasn't been there for long enough. He doesn't command respect in the dressing room. He don't have no currency in the dressing room. So there's far more players, that I would get rid of before I get rid of him. And that's not me saying I'm his biggest fan. That's me saying, bro, like, there's a hierarchy in football, bro.
What are you saying with Pereira? You think it's time
Pereira's trash, bro. trash.
It's a shame
Trash.
because on paper, before he even started kicking ball in the first team, I was thinking this guy could light it up in it, but it's all about footballing brain in it, and that's what it comes down to sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's got the tech. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure in training he does some mad stuff in it. I can tell. He strikes me as the sort of guy who'll do mad stuff in training in it and just be like, "What?
Yeah, that's it."
But you need to have the footballing brain in when it comes to an 11v11 on the pitch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Pre-season Pirlo, blood. That's what I called him, innit? Pre-season Pirlo, blood. AP, blood. That's what it is. Andreas Pereira, my guy. Terrible, terrible baller. Man said he's a key stage 1 Fernandez, and that's actually funny, bro. That's actually very funny.
Oh my days!
I can't lie. Man said key stage 1, you know.
People still saying it's cutting out.
Yeah, it's just on their it's on their thing. It's on their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's their device, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because you said it's working fine on yours.
Yeah, it's working fine still.
Yes, I mean the younger fans love Lingard, yeah, because they could probably relate to man. You know them, they can relate to him. He's just a chilled guy, having fun. But the bottom line is, he's not the best player in the world. We all know that. But there's worse players. There's worse players out there. I'm seeing worse players in worse teams look better than him because they're in the system.
100. And you know, a lot of people want to banter certain man, yeah, like Lingard. People forget, bro, man could have easily languished in Birmingham, you know?
Yeah.
When man was on jumping on loans here and there and everywhere, yeah, bro, he only came back off loan and he was in the preseason, which he lit up, which made him stay at the club. Because he was at that preseason. If he didn't play in that preseason, bro, he probably would have just gone back on loan a month later or 2 months later. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he had such a crazy preseason, he was probably our best player in that preseason. He ended up staying. Exactly. So end of the day, he's probably staying there still, bro. He's still living the dream. Maybe not your dream. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you think he expected himself to be some Ballon d'Or winner, but bro, man's still living his dream. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Facts only, bro. Facts only. And I'm seeing someone said something about Inter Milan. Yeah, we'll go Europa League, obviously Europa League tonight. What are you saying, bro? Like for the duration of the competition, what are you trying to see? So
obviously when it comes to who should be going through in it, like there's 8. There's quite a lot of fixtures still. But obviously the standout teams that people are going to be worried about in it is Inter Milan, Seville, just because they are, bro, they mash up this competition, innit? I think they
Wolves,
Roma as well. If Roma beats Seville, they're always going to be a threat. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're pretty much the main teams, innit? Bayer Leverkusen as well, like, but Rangers might do a thing as well. Rangers might beat them. But they're really the clubs. So there's still 4 or 5 clubs that can do damage. I feel like this season's Europa League, the quality of teams are much higher than they were the year that United won it, 3 years ago. Much higher. So I think back then it was just Man United just had to watch out for Ajax. Even when it got to the last 8, there was a couple of teams that was causing damage. But here there's a lot of teams now that were 2nd and 3rd in their league season, in their own respective leagues. Do you know what I'm saying? They've done well this year. So even Wolves can cause Man United problems if Man United don't wake up. So it's a mad one. I think for now, Man United just got to obviously see through this game, which is already won. I would prefer avoiding Seville or Inter. Everyone else is fine. Do you know what I'm saying? In fact, I would want to avoid Bayern Leverkusen as well, to be honest with you. And I say avoid. Man United don't need to avoid anyone because we should be able to beat every single team there. But I still feel Man United are still technically on bad form in it as it stands. Like we still haven't got off this hangover at the end of the season that we faced, and for that, this is why we need a couple of performances in the second leg now and in the first and second leg of the quarters just to get back in the swing of things.
Exactly, bro. Like this is what it is, and that's why. Like I was saying, and Ollie was like, the players don't want to rest and that. Bro, the way we dragged our arse over the finish line at the end, we need to rest these players. And then in the next round of this competition, because no matter what team we put out there, that they're not losing 5-0 to these lot, innit? So Next round of the competition, not only do I want to win, but I want to see a good performance because I haven't seen a good performance from Manchester United in at least the last 5 games, bro.
I'm trying to remember the last good performance. It was before. Yeah, to be honest, that's a mad
See
one.
what I mean?
Yeah. We've been a couple of.
We've won games, but I have not seen a good performance.
Yeah, and that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. But United obviously are going to go into this quarterfinal. Obviously, they're going to get through in it. They're going to go into quarterfinal, the favourites in it, the chat of the Europa League. And to be honest, we got to take it. It's all mad actually, because at the moment we sit in a position where we should be. We've just finished our league season. We finished third, yeah, and technically we should really be looking like we should be rolling right now, innit? We should be coming and looking like we are hitting the ground running, innit? But I feel right now, Man United right now, if we weren't playing last and if we had a harder second leg, let's say we were 1-1, I would feel worried we could even go out, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's a good thing that we are already 5-0 up, innit? Very, very good. Very, very good.
These guys are saying there's only one leg in that. I don't know where we mentioned legs. But I'm just saying, I said the next round, I think I meant to say.
No, I said leg for this because it's a leg now. This is second leg now, isn't it?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I might have said next leg. Forget that. Sorry, I made a mistake in it. I don't know why I said that. But I'm talking about now with the second leg now.
Yeah, this is the second leg. Yeah, this is the second leg.
No, because you know the next game. I don't think there's any left from the quarters.
There's not. It's just straight knockout.
Straight knockout.
Which is brilliant. You know what I mean? Well, it could be or it couldn't be because you know what I'm saying. Like, bruv, it's one of them ones where, bruv, if we rest man, the next game is a do or die. We ain't got no game to play our way into form. You know, like, we don't have that.
Yeah, that's the mad one. You know, Rangers have started their new league season and they're still in the Europa League this season. It's mad.
Raw.
Yeah. They're already one game into their new league season. It's all mad.
Nah, that's a mad thing. What's this person saying about my brother? He saw my brother trolling the United stand when KG and Flex was on last night. my brother's an idiot, man. That's my brother, innit? So you already know, innit? It is what it is. I'm not on there, so he ain't got no loyalty to man. So if you see my brother trolling any of them, then it is what it is. That's on him, innit? It's nothing to do with me, blood. I'm just here doing my own thing. Nah, my brother gives everyone smoke, bro. It is what it is. He'll troll me, blood, but it is what it is. Tottenham are rubbish right now.
Yeah, Tottenham are trash.
So what are your thoughts for this Europa League?
Yeah, for Europa League, I'm gonna say.
How confident are you with Manchester United? How confident are you? Because I'm gonna be 100% honest. As much as I've come out and I've said, I think United are gonna win it, I have to say that, innit? I'm not confident in it because we haven't been playing well.
I'll be real. It's gonna all be about luck of the draw in this sense, isn't it? Because Man United are not playing very well. So end of the day, it all depends if we avoid certain teams in it. Because I'll be real, like the way Inter finished their league season, they'll cut us up now if we play them. But I think they'll cut us up. They'll cut us up. And you know, Lukaku or will probably score against us, or Sanchez or something.
We don't need that. We do not need that.
In fact, they got bare of our man still.
They got 3 of our players, blood. One of them is going to score.
One of them's going to score still, and they're going to make sure they play all of them against us as well.
They'll celebrate hard as well, blood. The slide. I'm not ready to see Lukaku screaming into the camera against us, blood.
Straight up, bro. All 3 of them. In fact, you know what? Young will probably have the respect to not celebrate, but Sanchez will celebrate still. You know he will.
Yeah.
Sanchez,
we'll do a knee slide, bro. Blood, listen, that guy hates us, bro. Don't get it twisted. He hates us.
Yeah.
He proper hates us, man. So
man is off.
It's unfortunate, bro. He does. He proper hates us.
So what do you think about? Look, if you have to say a prediction of who's going to win it, if it's not Man United, are you going to say Inter then?
Yeah, I'm going to say Inter because I just think that they've got a very good manager. They've got some good players and they've got some grinders in it. When you look at Lukaku, Sanchez, Ashley Young, Victor Moses, these man can grind in it. They could grind things out. Christian Eriksen, bro. Like I could just see these men grinding a result out. Like even if they're not playing well, they've got enough grit in there that I think they can shithouse their way to the cup. You know that man.
For real.
I genuinely think that they could do that. So, yeah, I'd have to say them for sure.
Yeah, same. For real. What are you saying then for the Champions League then?
I'm sticking with Bayern. That was my original. That was my original thing. So I'm just gonna stick with Bayern.
Because I'll be real, I think there's going to be a couple of turnarounds there still. Like I say, turnarounds. I just think Real Madrid's going to beat City in it.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
And you know the worst thing is for City is that City were on top. They should have a bigger lead than they have now, innit? Going into that game, but they only took 1 point. They only won up. Yeah, they won up. And Real Madrid back then weren't that good, innit? They were off form, but now I feel like this is the time that they don't want to face Real Madrid now, innit? And I feel Real Madrid is going to scrape them aside. As for the other teams, who's I don't know. I'll say Bayern Munich, Barca. I'll say Barca. You know, they're not on form. They haven't had a good season. But I feel like they've after losing. I feel the La Liga. They've been looking at. In fact, they've been looking for a couple of years to be at this Champions League, innit? And I feel this is something that really matters to them more than it may matter to a lot of other clubs there. And like I said, it's going to be straight to the final. Juve, someone's mentioned Juve ain't going to do it. But there's 4 or 5 clubs that could easily win the Champions League this season. Do you know what I'm saying? Easily. And look out for Atalanta as well. Because, like I said, that's not going to be a foregone conclusion with PSG because they've been scoring goals like mad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Stories.
They scored, I think, 105 goals this season or something mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolutely crazy. So their attack is a mad one. I don't even know what they've done, what tactics they're using, but a certain man, certain scouts, certain coaches need to look at what they're doing because they are cutting up teams for fun.
Yeah, you know what? It might be a case because of this COVID thing, that 2 teams that ain't expected to win it could just win it because it's a knockout. It's a 1-game thing. You could just have one off day and slap you out.
And I feel like that's the thing. Teams like Juve has notoriously had to scrape through 2-legged ties, isn't it? That's what they don't clearly win. And you know, PSG's had the same problem as well. Where, you know, a lot of the time they don't wake up for certain games, innit? So it'll be good to see how these men deal with straight lockouts. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be nice to see it because we're never going to see this again when there's not 2 legs. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be good to see in a straight fight, 1 90-minute tie or 120 minutes, whatever, who is going to prevail in it? Who's actually going to win? Who's good? Who's better? Yeah, because when it comes into 2 legs and you look at home and away goals and all this stuff, it makes it different, innit? Like that's what
you can manipulate a tie.
Yeah, that's how Spurs managed to get to beat Man City that game. Do you know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, because it was a 2-legged tie and the fans and blah blah blah. Now we're just going to see no fans, no 2 legs, no away goals, nothing. It's going to be tactics v tactics, innit? Fitness v fitness. Player quality v player quality, innit? That's it. So
That's what I mean. So we'll see. Guys, put in the comment section. Let us know who you think. Who's your favourites for both European competition, Europa League, and also Champions League? Let us know, man. And tonight, Akeem, bruv, how you feeling, bruv, before you wrap up? What is... Obviously, we don't know the lineup, but as far as I'm concerned, there's not a single Manchester United team we put out there that shouldn't beat this team. We should beat them. We should beat them, bro. We're Man United. And it's on a neutral ground as well. It's in Germany or something. So,
I don't want to see no 1-1 or any BS draw. I don't want to see no drawing. You know what? The same way, it don't matter what team we put out in it. You're right. We should be winning easily. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean easily, it should be a comfortable 1-0 in it. Even if it's a comfortable 1-0 where we're just in control. But we've only put one in. Do you know what I'm saying? But what's important is the performances, isn't it? It'll be good to see Romero shine. It'll be good to see Juan Mata doing his best. Do you know what I'm saying? Lingard getting a couple of assists, ideally. Even James, because we know that James is going to be in or around this team for the next couple of years, isn't it? Regardless of how much we people like or dislike him. So he may as well get his confidence up, innit? You know what I'm saying? We may as well see the best of James. He may as well just have his flair, have his opportunity. I don't know what his best position is right now, because playing off the wing, where playing in the position he's been playing in this season, just doesn't work for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Off the bench, blood, that's his best position.
Off the bench, exactly, whatever. But Aguero, last but not least, from my opinion, I just wanted to get a couple more goals in it, just like he has done for the last couple of rounds. Like he's been a revelation to Man United. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like Bruno Fernandes, yeah, he's done well, obviously, but people expected him to do well. Bro, man laughed at Aguero when he came to Man United. Do you know what I'm saying? Facts. Man them are deleting their tweets from when they laughed at Aguero coming on the day. Do you know what I'm saying? People aren't laughing anymore. And he's been, you know, most of the time when certain man come like that, you have zero expectations in it. You don't care if man comes in and scores 1 or 2 goals and then sits back on the bench. Bro, he's been better than a lot of players this season.
Yeah, one thing I would say though, I think that Oli hasn't done him or a lot of the fringe players any favors by not playing them in strong-ish teams. Do you know what I'm saying? It'd be good to see Aguero play with Martial and Greenwood or with Martial and Rashford. Do you know what I mean? Every time we see Aguero, it's in a very much changed side. So the fact that he's still been scoring is testament to him. Do you know what I mean?
It's true, 100%. And bro, a lot of the time, people don't understand how hard it is to make an impression when you're only playing 15-minute games and that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time when you're only coming on at 76 minutes and all that, or 82 minutes, bro, you're touching the ball 3 or 4 times before the whistle's blown. You know what I'm saying? And even in them times, he's still been scoring. So he's been resourceful with the ball. He's done exactly what people wanted him to do, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So respect to him. I just want him to start, him and Mata and Lingard, innit? As long as them 3 start. But rest, man. I don't want to see Rashford anywhere near that team, innit? Like,
trust me,
Rashford needs a rest, innit? And so does even Matic shouldn't be playing either, innit? But who knows? We'll see. We'll see the lineup in a couple of hours, innit? What's your prediction then?
Probably a board draw, blood, like a 1-1 or something. Yeah, bro. I think we're gonna make better changes and then just do a 1-1 thing, bro. I'm not expecting an entertainment game today. I'm watching the game today, expecting to be bored. When United changed loads of players, we never play good football, innit? So I just wanna get through to the next round. I've written this game off. Like, honestly, I've written it off in terms of a spectacle. I don't care about the result. I just want to get through to the next round, innit?
That's it. Straight up. Like, I think Man United's going to win, like, tight in it, like a 1-0. Like, we shouldn't be conceding, innit? But it depends on who we put out at the back. But who knows? Either way, the game's done, and it's all about just fitness. It's about keeping players fit for the next game, not doing anything mad and getting players injured. No player should be playing more than 90 minutes if they're a first team starting 11 player, and that's it. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
There you go. My man saying the game's at Old Trafford. Why did Oli say something about Germany, bruv, in the press conference yesterday about staying in Germany? That confused me then.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. That fully confused me, bro. I don't know what that's about then. You know what I'm saying? My man saying that he thinks Bayern are going to win it. Do you know what I mean? But big up everyone. Put your score predictions in the comments, man. We'll be back just, I think, 6:45. What time is kickoff there? 8 o'clock, innit?
8 p.m.
Yeah, I'll be back at 6:45 with Cam for like half an hour. So we can talk about the team when the team comes out, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? And discuss the game. So I'll be back then. Make sure you slap the like before you leave. Make sure you follow Akeem on Twitter and Instagram. The handles down the bottom. Is there anything else, bruv, that you're doing that you wanna plug, bruv, while you're here?
No, you know what? Next week there's something big that's happening still, but we'll talk about it next week still.
Love that.
But now, just follow us on the socials, as always. Obviously, my handles below, and more importantly, bro, keep supporting the bro Rants, man. Smash the like.
And I've got the interview coming with Gabby Agbonlahor. Like, I just need to upload it now. You know what I mean? I was literally filming it just before this. So that's coming for you guys. So yeah, you'll enjoy that, man. I enjoyed filming that as well, man. Some good insight. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you lot at 6:45 UK